Does that mean the role of the set-top box has changed forever?
I think the role of the set-top box is has evolved quite a bit. So when historically we always thought about set-top box being a set of linear-based, broadcast-based television services that have been developed. And over time, we're seeing set-tops evolve to include over-the-top content, online content, and video-on-demand services, and so forth, and even DVR kind of functionality. And Cisco has been a market leader and continues to be a market share leader as well. But for us, the set-top is evolving in its own definition, so that with all these legacy televisions that are in the marketplace, how do you bring the best of online, on-demand, premium channels, broadcast television, all integrated as one experience to those television sets? But then what we are finding is that the set-top is not necessarily the only domain for consumption of television. And subsequently, the way we are investing and shifting our investments is from a very a managed network-centric delivery model to a very managed device delivery model, to now embracing the notion of, okay, how does my service run on managed networks as well as unmanaged networks? And how does my service reach managed devices and unmanaged devices? And for us, we think the service provider has a lot to gain, not just in terms of the reach of their service is now more broad and proliferating and is able to follow the consumer wherever they go. But then the second part of it is that from a CapEx model and the way their investments are shifted, we think there's tremendous benefits. In one sense, the investments in the cloud and the network, we think, increase. The investments in the home may actually benefit from capitalizing on consumers purchasing of these independent devices on their own, right? So we think that there's this massive shift that's going on. Ultimately, the set-top is critical for the immediate next 3-5 years and has a lot of television sets that need to be empowered by it. But our strategy and our long-term vision is that we think all these other IP endpoints are going to be the domains where lots of video services are going to be delivered on. And the key is, how do you bring the service provider's service ubiquitously across these different devices?